Shri C.A.M. Devaraja Reddy, President ICAI, a man of great vision, strong integrity and hard discipline with a firm belief in the inclusive growth of Indian accountancy profession. C.A.M. Devaraja Reddy is the President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for the year 2016 and 17. He has experience of more than 28 years and has earlier served as a Vice President and held various positions as a member of Central Council, Regional Council and Hyderabad branch of ICAI. C.A. Reddy is widely commended and credited for his prominent and distinguished contribution in the conceptualization and formulation of futuristic CA curriculum during his tenure as the Chairman of ICAI Board of Studies in 2014 and 15. He is now the Chairman of all standing committees of the ICAI. Example, Examination Committee, Finance Committee and Executive Committee.
Chief Guest, His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Honorable Chief Minister, Minister of Culture and Knowledge Development, Government of UAE in absentia, who is going to join shortly. Maybe my speech, I may have to stop in the middle when the Chief Guest comes. Again, we can proceed further. Guest of Honor, D. Subbarao Sir, former Governor, Reserve Bank of India. Esteemed Vice President of the Institute, Nilesh Vikramsingh. Chapter Chairman, a person behind entire this show, Nimesh Makwana. Pankaj Mudra, Vice Chairman. Naveen Sharma, Secretary. Our beloved past President, Guru of many here, Sri T.N. Manoharan. Speakers for today and tomorrow. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this 34th annual conference organized by Dubai chapter on the theme, Building Financial Resilience, Right Time, Right Now. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this 34th annual conference of Dubai. The theme chosen is apt for both business and personal finance management. Financial success depends on action, creating the right habits to manage, invest, and organize the financial life will first make us together and stronger in the face of hard times. The ability to recover quickly will depend on how much money is saved, how liquid your investments are, and how much risk are our investments exposed to. The ability to develop tools and resources to help ourselves to overcome challenging financial situations depends on our universe. This is defined by our demography, countries, and personal financial conditions. If you have children, your emergency fund needs to include their costs for the next 3 months. If you live in an area where your home is exposed to hurricane, adequate insurance is essential. If you fail to plan, you plan to fall. So goes the saying. Financial resilience is a result of series of small decisions we make on each and every day. Remember, financial success is a choice we need to make in every transaction. The investment we make to create our financial resilience plan is time well spent. We will become more efficient at managing our money using less effort. Our plan should be composed of 4 fundamental philosophies. Earn a good income. This is a fundamental importance. Accumulate resources when you are working. It is easy. Spend less than what you earn. Keep acquiring resources after you leave your job. Start working on this when you are in your full-time job. Manage your resources defensively once you are in complete retirement. You do not need to develop your financial plan all at once. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The first step is to identify the significant leak from our wallet and plug those. Confucius rightly said, he who does not economize will have to agonize. Friends, now coming to the Dubai chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, I would like to mention that it is one of the first overseas chapters established by the Institute. Since its inception, Dubai chapter has come a long way and created a niche with the business community in Dubai. I'm happy to know that the office in Dubai is righteously performing as the gateway to promote the chartered accountancy profession in the Gulf region, vice versa worldwide. I am glad to inform that the Dubai chapter has jointly shared the Best Chapter Award with Abu Dhabi chapter of ICA for 2013 and 2014. In the new paradigm of global affiliation and networking, where services of diverse and global complex transactions get integrated, the role of the chartered accountant assumes greater importance. Indian chartered accountants have made a mark of excellence across all facets of business and economic life over 6 decades. Nowadays, chartered accountants advise organizations, lead major companies, shape economic policy, and deliver effective financial management and reporting. Of late, augmented regulatory requirements and series of incidences of corporate financial immoralities demand for chartered accountants with comprehensive knowledge focused to accomplish adaptive of innovative complex accounting practices. Concurrently, the collective swiftness of mergers and acquisitions of business has deepened the prerequisite of quality of chartered accountants to grasp company financial reports in a far superior wisdom. The need for astute chartered accountants is more vital than ever. The environment in which we operate is perpetually changing and increasingly problematic. Market fluctuations and credit turmoil generate game-changing opportunities and challenges. New technologies such as cloud computing profoundly alter operational models, resulting in bigger shareholder scrutiny and worse versus public demand for precise financial disclosure have put onerous responsibilities on our profession. While the profession is evergreen, change is inevitable. The idea is not only to adapt to the fluctuating situations and to brace oneself to face any unforeseen state of affairs that may arise. There is a tremendous scope for the accounting profession to grow, expand, and excel. This growth would be in terms of new services as well as new markets. Chartered accountants need to meet the expectations of the business fraternity in the global marketplace. The challenge to the profession are increasing manifold, with the necessity for business to make available enhanced non-financial information disclosures and the sustained advent of integrated reporting patterns. Professional accountants are likely to play a larger role encompassing strategic decision-making to the design of new revenue models. Professionals to maintain poise of financial acumen and inventive in the global economy, since businesses are operating in a volatile, uncertain, and competitive environment. Nowadays, countries need not only physical infrastructure to facilitate economic growth, but also the talent of professional accountants to manage resources and provide financial leadership. Accounting plays an essential role in economic development, and the profession can play a vital role in helping countries advance and meet the future business needs. The accountancy profession has a notable prospect to lead tactfully, and the stakeholders expect us to stride up to the challenge. Professional accountants are important in attesting correctness of financial statements. The accountancy profession has always observed for global inconsistencies as opportunities in providing value-creating information, as there is a growing evidence that the changes in the global economy require new types of measurements for meeting the corporate challenges at the local, national, and international territories. In true sense, a response to globalization has been the driving dynamism by the accounting profession for convergence, that is, international financial reporting standards applies uniformly to all countries. Such moves have not only got the consent of the profession, but also of representatives of governments incurring billions of dollars to the convergence projects. India-United Arab Emirates relations are on the upswing. The two countries are share bonds of cultural affinity and having strong commercial and cultural linkages. Our expanding ties cover the full range of economic, technical, social, and cultural fields that are mutually beneficial for both the regions. India and the EU are making robust efforts to renew and strengthen the bilateral economic and trade agreements. The association between the two countries has evolved into a noteworthy partnership in the economic and commercial sphere, with UAE emerging as the second largest market globally for Indian products. ICA has also strong membership base, over 5,000 of its members in Middle East region, and for the benefit of its members, ICA had signed as a memorandum of understanding with higher colleges of technology, Dubai, for creating an institutionalized framework of specialized module of accountancy, benefiting the ICA members in the region, boosting added stimulus to the prospects of ICA members. The efforts of Dubai chapter of ICA in organizing various events of professional interest that helps the members to build skills, promote quality service, and encourage them to adhere to the highest ethical standards and professional integrity is commendable. Coming to the institute front, 12th February, as myself as a president, Nilesh Vikams has taken vice president, we have taken an agenda, particularly the education. For the last 10 years, we have not addressed. This is approved in the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, legal departments vetted. Now it has gone to the public exposures. Members are free, go to the institute site. Whatever sessions you feel, please send to us. That we are informed all our 27 chapters, including Russell Khaimah 28th chapter, which is formed yesterday. We are informed all the chapters. Please kindly study yourself as a groups. Forward your sessions for upgrading our syllabus system. So that once, this is now for 45 days for public exposure, once we capture all these sessions, then we are forwarding to the ministry. A new syllabus is going to be in the place of old syllabus. I am confident by November we are going to bring the new syllabus. The first exam may be in the November 2007. The new examination pattern is going to come. Parallelly, both old syllabus and new syllabus exams will be there for first 5 years. Next, coming to our initiatives, we are very fortunate. 2 of our members in the Modi ministry are there, particularly Suresh Babu, Piyush Goyal. They are helping us a lot to the profession in going to the, particularly in government accounting. We are having 29 states, all 29 states, and again we are having nearly 600 districts where the lot of government funds, different schemes are spending. Here, the ministries, these 2 people are helping us how to make the profession inroad. So the reason, once we try to help how to the economy to go forward, we become the partners in the national building, definitely we'll get the opportunity. This is going to be a pattern which we experience in India. It may be helpful in other parts of the world also. Profession can guide to the respective countries. So the pattern, particularly what we are doing, CP programs, we want to be more extensive and more operative and more informative, more relevant. In this process, we are going to equip each chapters also to have the procedures properly. Nilesh just now said, we are going to cut short all the procedures, introduction of speakers, inaugurations, valedictories also. We see more time we want to spend to the professional subjects and more relevant topics also we want to put it. Here the session of the members will definitely take whatever sessions we give. But one thing, professional side at a country level, we are interacting with the different regulators, ministries, and we doing. At the same time, it is not the responsibility of the elected members at the Delhi level or chapter level elected committee members. It is the responsibility of each member. Each member is the ambassador of this profession, or you can say each member is the leader of this profession. It is the responsibility of each member how to raise our ethical values, standards, updation. Everybody says how to adopt the change. This adoption, it should be volunteer and should be conscious, and with a passion to the profession you go forward, having ethical values, then only we can sustain in this market. The way the competition is having, the way the technology is going, unless until we adopt ourselves, we have our standards, ethical values, we cannot survive. So I usually mention always, every member, Lord Krishna in Gita says, Yadyata charate tatta devetaro, ye satmanam kurute lokastadana vartate. The elders, the noble, what they follow, down the line people will follow. Here who is the elder? Each member of this profession is the elder. The reason down the line, the organization is depending. Many structural clerks, staffs, creditors, debtors, financial institutions, more than that many shareholders are dependent. You are the elder. How you make ethical values, how you make standards, that is going to help organization. In an organization, always don't think that MD is the highest. As a CEO, a CFO, you are the most important to the organization. So that feeling if you have, definitely we can contribute to the economy. The reason, if you see if you go a sea near a beach, if you see a mighty waves which are coming, if you dissect each mighty wave, if you go near it, may suck you inside the sea. But you observe each that wave is drops of union of drops of water. Same way, each member service, each organization, wherever you are working, it is going to contribute the development of that organization. So don't discount yourself. Whatever your role is doing, you are doing the best to the organization. You do yourself as a role model to that organization. That helps in your individual image, for the benefit of the organization, for the benefit of the profession, for the benefit of the economy where each working. But at the same time, which I want to caution, sometimes our services may not be organized by, not by identified by the organization, or sometimes you are not given due importance, or sometimes you may be seen in a different way or not contributed, but still you should require a patience. You have to wait for your term. That is the destiny. What is our Karma Siddhanta says? Wait, don't hurry in your decisions. Lord Krishna Gita says, Seyan Swadharmo Gunaha, Swadharma Nidanam Seya, Paradharma Bhayavaha. The line which you have chosen, whatever difficult, dark, don't leave it. Pursue, pursue. Definitely you will see. This is a live example, all of us here in this podium. Because when we are writing our CA exams, we are not sure when we are going to qualify, when our results are going to be positive. We are confident we pursued. Today we are in different parts of the world, doing our best, respective nations. At the same time, we are benefiting ourselves, our families also. Same way, your contribution to go further, you have to require patience, you have to confidence in yourself. Last but not the least, which I want to share. Particularly, I am from Telugu medium school, where our teacher used to tell us in the second class one poem. వినదగున్ ఎవ్వరు చెప్పినా విననంతనే వేగపడక వివరింపదగున్ కనికెల్ల నిజము తెలిసిన మనుజుడు పో నీతిపరుడు మహిళ సుమతి. So please listen whoever whatever says. Don't react immediately. Take a conscious call. What is right, what is correct, then act. This is most important in your organization and still most important in your family life also. Either wife says or mother says something, don't react. Have your own thought process, take a call. This is most important, personal and family life, or in the business, or wherever else you go. If you cultivate this habit, success is with you. This is the most important. As a professional, particularly, we have required this presence of mind in while taking a decision. I conclude by the adage, sky is the limit. Since the chartered accountant profession demands resolute analysis, nurture up-to-date one's knowledge, and enhance business proficiency, broadening in the accumulative benefit that a chartered accountant accomplish the impossible what others cannot realize. Chartered accountants bring credence to the professional fraternity, standing tall in the sphere of accountancy and in the eyes of all the stakeholders. I congratulate Nimish and team for making elaborate arrangements for the last 2 days. It is a blend of what you call enjoyment, technology, and interact with the different people, at the same time taking the blessings of the highest person here, Mr. Sheikh Nayam bin Mubarak Al Nayan. I think he is the minister and knowledge development of government of United Arab Emirates. He is a great patron of the Indian diaspora in the United Arab Emirates. He considered and positive views on India, the contribution to the Indian community, business and professionals in the UAE is well known, and above he is looked upon as one of the leading ambassadors for promoting and enhanced cross-border investments between India and United Arab Emirates. Whether it is the IPL, for which he played a key role in getting it to the United Arab Emirates a few years ago, or a business summit, a cultural event, or event of a professional body like the ICA, he has been in the forefront to participate and seeks to reinforce the faith between the two countries. The fact that, in spite of his extremely busy schedule, he takes time to participate in your event only shows the love and affection that he has for all of us. Any moment he may join us, we have to receive and listen as what he says. Definitely, the way Nimish has taken a right person to be here, definitely it helps the profession. Not only profession, it strengthens the bonds between India and UAE. With this, I thank Nimish and his patron and all the delegates here. Thank you one and all.